This is back to Lofton though, right? Guess this'll get us to Lavik eventually. Oh, go away, wolves. I don't even... Also, this gets us back to Lofton as well. Wrong turn. I think she's either down by the boats, or actually, I think she's in the tavern, right? Oh, there might also be an innkeep that we haven't played Gwent with yet. Where's the entrance to that?
Where's your road?
You best take seek adventure elsewhere.
Got our gratitude, girl.
Greetings.
Hello.
Impressive tavern.
Tavern? This ain't no tavern.
Sorry.
Warriors.
So what do folk do in the House of Warriors? Fight?
At times, one will take the other and give 'em a good slapping, aye? But mostly, folk come here to drink, eat, warm their bones by the fire, chatter a bit. Maybe listen to a skald bay to the moon.
About what folk do at a tavern.
You continentals don't understand a thing. You need some of our mead.
Brewed wisdom.
wisdom it is.
Yes. I'd really like to play Gwent, actually.
Yearning to play a few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
What's he playing? Oh. Just go and tell. Why hello there, Dijkstra. And Stennis. That's a good hand. I'll still exchange the Zoltan, I think. Do I want the Frost? Maybe. I do have 2 spies. After all. Oh yes, I want the Frost. I'd like a decoy myself now, please. There we go. Beautiful. So just a death mold. Thank you. Okay, that's fine. Wait, what are you doing? I'll shock frost you. Wait, that might have been a mistake. Maybe I should have done my leader ability first and get rid of the rain and then play the frost. Because I mean, I do have a Kira as well and then a roach. And yeah, I mean, do I even wanna? I mean, yeah. I also have a commander zone that I might use. Also have this one. I guess I'll just use it. Oh. Okay, that's kind of bad. 48. I mean, this gives me 15, 16 even. Be 32. It's not worth it, I think. That's fine. We're 8 against 4 cards now. And also we do still have the res with Yennefer. Oh god, Siri. Well, alright. Still gotta watch out for Scorch. Oh, he's passed. Well, that's perfect. Because that's 16 exactly. So, guess I'm gonna get one Blue Stripes Commando back. Do that. Alright, that's fine. I was thinking there might be another Scorch in there, so that's the reason I didn't play the Blue Stripes Commando quite yet. Oh, he's gonna get a spy back though, huh? Alright. No, that was a mistake. Oh! You know why that was a mistake? I should have played the catapult first, because in case he has another Scorch, this will scorch off 12 points, and as soon as I play this, the Scorch can only kill like 8 points. Ah. Okay. It's a bit too close for comfort, but I think, yeah, we're actually pretty fine. So that's 8 and 8 and 4 is 20. That's 12, that's actually both 20, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. What can I...
Shillard fits
What are
us
you
to them.
peddling?
Oh, he does have 600 gold, though. Do you want to buy some water? And then some, I don't know, homemade pepper vodka? Oh, that doesn't get a lot of money. 31 cucumbers, 51 onions. Does he pay more for those? Not really. Like 3 apiece. Oh, that's right. We can sell him all the junk. Cone. Item needed to complete a quest. What? Guess I'll keep him then. Oh, he does buy the horse stuff as well. The Zerrikanian blinders, more Zerrikanian blinders, saddlebags. How about 86 potatoes? Fish tart. 49 eggs. And like 44 apples. Some raspberry juice. Yeah. We're good. Farewell.
Farewell.
You're not from round
Come and
here, are
drink
you?
the old with me. It'll be easier going.
He's raised Dunar's villages.
Bang, bang.
Really?
Bang bang. I shot you down.
Not bad as steel goes.
Can you go do that somewhere else?
To go and defile the Garden of Freya. A hallowed place.
Nothing here for you.
Right, I thought Yen was in... Oh, that's... There she is, right.
What's hacks me?
Hello.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Sure.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis. A specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Nowhere to look for the mage and the djinn?
The locals say they last saw Amos's ship off the coast of Hindersfjall, just before a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
Doubt we'll find them then. Mage is probably fish food, and the djinn escaped.
Not necessarily. But even if it is so, I'll not give up without seeing some evidence. Will you help me? I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Like, you don't have any gold to offer, Yen. You're working with the Emperor of Nilfgaard.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
But yeah, doesn't matter. I'll do it to entangle this mess between us.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Cringe.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Not sure this djinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here.
Because that's not how a relationship works, maybe?
You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Esad I Cryde Rithorn. Ready. Careful down there.
Alright. So where do you want me to go? Down here, I think. Oh god, there's drowners. Gotta ready my crossbow.
How's it going?
Damn, you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern. I'll look inside.
Did I just die? Great.
There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Esad I Cryde Rithorn. Ready. Careful down there.
Okay, am I even at full health? No, and I'm actually out of toxicity as well. Let's rectify that. Sure. Because that gives us a lot more health.
How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't it?
It's the logic of a dictator.
Good point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cabin. I'll look inside.
How many bolts does it take? Okay. That's better. Now there's something
Snapped
here.
masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
But I need to loot everything. Well, okay. Guess I gotta get out of here before I drown. How are we doing health-wise? Good. Okay.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the djinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house, and a palace, and a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the djinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You learn in due course. Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our djinn's down there.
That's that here, I guess. I see some glowing. Suppose that's related to the quest.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Haimai symbols.
So I guess that's not enough. And also I hear sirens, I think.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Haimai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donor was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Longship belonged to Clan Dimon. Yen. Doubt any of these boats with an arrow stuck in the side. The kind Pharaoh folk use.
So, what, like, the Harpy's attacking Yen now? She can take care of herself, can't she? Can she? Oh, come on. I actually have to aim this manually now. Okay, I guess. Hey!
Show me what you got.
Wait, did that kill it? No. That did, though. Okay.
You're getting better at this.
Going quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, sure you do.
Like when we were looking for the Golden Dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me. Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. Let's see what it is.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I should cast another spell, to see through your eyes. Now relax. I su foltia bedem ein eichte illivaid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine, but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both.
I su foltia bedem ein eichte illivaid.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Should belong to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
No djinn here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
That'll do, Pick. That'll do.
Something cut this basket exactly in half.
Also, there's another thing to examine here.
Transverse cut through the pelvis. Surgical precision. No conventional weapon could do this, but whatever cut the basket probably could.
This is pretty deep.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the djinn.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2... Three.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this djinn?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
Won't worm your way out of it. Not this time. Tell me the truth or I'll leave.
You needn't resort to blackmail. You would have learned eventually.
True, but after the fact. I want to know now.
How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it. This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
I get it. You want to know what'll happen if magic no longer binds us.
I want to know if when the djinn's magic is gone, if we've any magic left of our own.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see, we're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it. We should explore the ship.
For sure. What's down here?
Interesting.
Some pretty good swords, it seems.
Mystery of mysteries, Agnes of Glanville.
Among the many creatures of our world, there are but two that are able to draw and absorb the power, and these are cats and dragons. Both species instinctively sense the presence of magic intersections and often choose them as resting places, which is strange, for other animals avoid these same spots. Numerous theories attempt to explain this behavior, but none do so with thorough success. Some scholars claim dragons use the power they imbibe to fly, for as the natural philosophers have proven, no creature of their size and mass should be capable of lifting itself into the air using such meager wings. As for cats, there's a theory stating that power is behind their gift for seeing things in complete darkness. Others claim this ability is theirs by nature, and they use the power of the intersections for other unknown purposes. Indeed, that all members of the Felidae genus are able to see beings from other planes, invisible persons and emanations of the power has been proven beyond any doubt on numerous occasions. Okay. So the mystery of mysteries is cats. Also, what's this?
Elemental Empires by Giambattista.
None of the four planes or dimensions, those of fire, water, earth, and air, is accessible to mere mortals, just to avatars. They are inhabited, however, by creatures known as genies. There are 4 types, each corresponding to one of the 4 elementals which comprise their respective essences. Each type of genie also counts in its antithesis among the others. Thus, the Marids, aligned with the element of water, are opposed by the fiery Ifrits. The plane of earth is inhabited by the Dao genies, and the dimension of air, which opposes it, is home to the Jinni, whose name, incidentally, is the root of the word genie. This last term is often used by simple folk to refer to all creatures that inhabit the elemental planes, which is an obvious blunder. An unusually powerful sorceress can sometimes bind such beings and bend them to their will, thus acquiring tremendous might to the point of near omnipotence. For a genie, being the living personification of an element's energies, is akin to an almost boundless reservoir of the power. Thus, its master can draw energy from the genie for spellcasting, without the tiresome need to channel from traditional sources. However, those who are able to bind a genie are few and far between, for the strength of the inhabitants of the 4 planes is matched only by the cunning which they employ to avoid such a fate.
Mage must have slept here.
So I think I'm gonna check out...
Wonder what this means.
Check out the stuff in the upper cabin first, because I have a feeling that's... the game wants us to see first.
Nothing interesting.
Red.
Nothing interesting here.
Okay.
Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Wonder what this means. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. Or left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Nothing interesting. Nothing here.
Nothing, nothing. That all, really?
Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have?
A body.
It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the djinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the djinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you.
Sir.
If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea. Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the djinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame djinn, rif kaishta engair, kaishta ep disglair, devirid me castle.
Right. 0 toxicity again? Okay. Sure. Then I need to eat some food, and then I need some elemental oil.
You must weaken him while I take the spear.
Care to trade places?
Just a bit more. I can feel his strength waning. Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. the spell that binds us! Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell! Remove this one and you'll be free!
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
We've improved. Last time we tamed a djinn, we destroyed half of Rind.
Yes, we make a good team. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Sorry, Yen, but magic's gone for me.
Truly? But how is that possible? I still feel the same. You should too. I don't understand. What does this mean?
Means the djinn granted your wish.
Right. Fine. Good. Glad we got that over with. We know where we stand, at least. Naught left for us here. Let's go.
Wait. Magic's gone, true, but that doesn't mean I don't like spending time with you. Let's sit a while. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. I shall scour the palace library for something, anything that might help us determine who or what the creature Skal saw is.
Kaer Morhen's got a pretty rich library.
I shall search that later. Besides, we really should report to the Emperor.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
Don't have the slightest intention of doing that.
Well, I can't force you.
Yen, what happened back there?
Please, Geralt. There's nothing left to say. I'm off. See you, Witcher. Somewhere on the path.
So long, Yen.
So we don't even get to talk. If we deny her. I guess that's
Geralt.
fair. I mean, it's the one time I've seen Yen, like, put herself out there and be vulnerable, right? She doesn't do that usually. And we turned her down, so I understand that must hurt.
Ever think about the past? About your time with the hunt?
At times, I'm amazed we survived. Eridan's not usually one to leave witnesses behind.
That's just it. He didn't. Lost my memory when I escaped the hunt.
Ah, yes. Your famous amnesia.
You didn't have it?
For a short time only. Once the Emperor's mages got their hands on me, my memory quickly returned.
Yeah, I didn't have anyone to help me like that. And lo and behold, in the end, it was actually Triss who helped us restore our memory. Oh, so we can talk to her now. Alright. Why didn't you look for me?
Why didn't you look for me after you'd recovered your memory and your freedom?
I assumed you would recover quickly and find me first.
You had mages to help you. I was on my own.
Well, not entirely. Besides, I knew you'd fled the hunt. Eredin would never have let you go. He'd erased my memory, but you escaped. It was wholly possible he hadn't had the chance with you. And there were your Witcher mutations. I expected they'd stave off any serious injury.
Oh. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Yennefer. That's one way to frame you not showing up for a couple of years, I guess. Because, I mean, that's another thing no one really talks about ever, is, right? That it wasn't Yen who ever helped Geralt in his time of amnesia and, you know, being hunted by all the Northern Realms for allegedly killing their kings. That was my real friends. That was like Dandelion and Zoltan and Triss who helped me there. What happened in Nilfgaard?
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer, I saw Emir. He promised to release me and grant me free reign of the Imperial Treasury, provided I did what he asked.
He told you about Ciri, and you accepted his offer. Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Eredin did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
I can respect that reasoning.
What did Eredin want from you exactly?
The same thing he wanted from you. You don't recall?
Draw a blank on most of my time with him.
We were bait, Geralt. Both of us. Eredin believed Ciri would come for us sooner or later, and he would capture her. Fortunately, she didn't fall for it.
When the hunt had you, hope they didn't hurt you.
Even if they did, I've no memory of it. The whole time's but a string of phantom images. Blood and fire. A wild chase through different worlds. All shrouded in fog. Though I do remember you coming for me. Trading your life for mine. I hadn't the chance to thank you then.
You'd have done the same for me.
I'm touched by your certainty. But you've yet to tell me how you escaped them.
Wouldn't mind knowing that myself. There are times I remember rushing forward, Red Riders around me. Next thing I know, I'm in the woods at the foot of Kaer Morhen. That's it. Still can't get something out of my mind.
What?
Found something that might belong to you. That skull some sort of accessory? If so, you've changed your style a bit.
It's a weapon.
Don't remember ever seeing you with that.
It's as you said. I've changed my style.
I thought we might get more dialogue out of that Raven's skull, but
Thanks,
you know.
Yen. See you later.
Okay. Right. So what do we have now? Visit Triss in her house. We also have the like semi-main quest of figuring out Skellige's ruler, of course. I'm half of a mind of going back to No-HUD now, though. Can do this, of course. It's just around the corner. Deliver the letter to the smith. He's up there. See if they reset their money maybe, so we can sell a couple more swords.
Seeker here. The lift got stuck yesterday. Kjell hung there half a day before they got him down.
Lift? Oh no, the lift got stuck yesterday. Kjell hung there half a day. Couldn't you just, like, I don't know, pass down a rope that he could then use to get down all the way or something?
Melt this plate. So you're back.
So it's not this guy, but the other one, I figure. Wait, can we not talk to him? What?
Stop your hollering.
It is right here, though. Maybe, like, meditate for an hour?
Interested in a weapon?
Right.
There's a tale behind every item I've got.
Think I have something that was meant for you.
A letter from me mum. Says here me sis was bringing it. How'd you come by it?
Came across some bodies in the woods, victims of a monster attack. Found this letter on one of the dead. A woman.
Sing is dead. Ah. Told her and Mom so many times. Come over, live with me. No. I had to stay on Pharaoh. I gotta send someone to fetch her body.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for bringing word. Not every man will go to the trouble. Here, take this.
Right, anything else that we just gotta turn in? These don't even have map markers, okay. Vermians over here. Druids camp. Camp pitched by the Druids investigating the magic cataclysm which devastated nearby woods. Where are these guys again? Down here. Where was the old fort at? Oh, like very much to the south, okay. The Nithing. Oh, collect your reward. That's right. We did do the Muro Diablin. So back to the ship, Rhoda, then. I don't think there's anything we need to do up here, like speak to Krach or something, right? I wanted to have a look whether they...
Leave me to me grief.
Oh, can't talk to him now. Whether these guys
you're back.
reset their inventories.
Wouldn't.
No, this one has 1,800. That's cool. What are these worth? Like 300. This one like 730. 320. Now it's 679. 696. I mean. Do we have one that's like 700? Tiger is 390. 421. So I guess this one. Oh, and then maybe the boots here. Okay, that's good. So Undvik stuff, we have that already. Salt. Farewell.
So long.
See you, bad dip.
Ah, look at that.
Got me down,
Also winds howling.
Who's that?
Oh, they did him good. Cut his paunch open, pulled out his guts, and then aim to return one day. Just
Swords on his back. What did I do next?
watch your step. You see, wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
And what's this mixture?
Why the spit not? Because they get hit in the gut.
Seen the plans?
What do you want?
Job's done. Here's the proof.
Now, why would I want to see... What the devil is that?
Water hag. An old clever one. She was the danger.
Seen a lot of ugly critters in me life. Morays, lampreys, blobfish. But never nothing like this. Your reward. Well earned, Witcher. Well earned.
I deserve more.
Think I deserve more. Water hag's significantly more dangerous than drowners.
Not denying it. But my coin pouch ain't exactly bottomless.
Neither is the sea. Plenty more filth ready to crawl up from its bottom. Might need my services again. And I won't stick my neck out for those who skimp on the reward.
Starting protection coin, eh? Take it. Take all I got. And choking at you, bugger.
Ah, making friends.
Aye.
435.
There's a monster.
Right. Moira Diablen. That was a contract. Geralt slew the water hag and returned for the promised coin. Not for the first time, he was in for an unpleasant surprise. When the bill came due, the boat builder regretted the generosity he had felt while drafting his notice. In the end, the Elfaneka fell to the Witcher's blade. Geralt took its head as a trophy and went to Lavik to collect his reward. Also, we've just done the last wish. Before Geralt and Yennefer parted after their adventure in Freya's garden, the sorceress asked him to meet her in Larvik. She made it clear it was a personal matter, but gave no further details. Geralt duly travelled to Larvik, where Yennefer revealed to him her plan. She intended to capture a djinn and draw on its power. Brr, the very thought of it makes my skin crawl and my throat constrict. For, dear reader, I've had the misfortune of dealing with a djinn once in my life, and I assure you, once was a time too many. Most djinns, you see, combine incredible power with a mean streak a mile long. In short, there are nasty things that prudent people should steer well clear of. Yet when Yennefer set her sights on something, there's no turning back. Geralt glumly realized this and decided to help her handle the dangers that would surely arise during this mad endeavor. Yennefer had managed to learn about a certain scholar who devoted his entire life delving into the secret of djinns. He died in mysterious circumstances during a shipwreck off the coast of Hindarsfjall. That is where Geralt and Yennefer decided to begin their search. The trail they followed took Geralt and Yennefer from the bottom of the sea off the coast of Hindarsfjall to the snowy peaks towering above Ardskellig. There, barging recklessly in, where even dragons would fear to tread, they summoned the djinn and tried to capture it. The djinn, however, had no intention of giving up without a fight, and resisted with all its strength. Together, Witcher and Sorceress managed to pin its feisty spirit. Once it understood its situation was hopeless, Yennefer could convince it to do what she wanted. Release Geralt and her from the spell another djinn had cast on them long ago. This spell had made it so that Geralt and Yennefer, despite their many differences, could not live without each other. Now they had a chance to see if, once the spell was no longer in effect, the magic between them would still persist. The truth came as a brutal shock to Yennefer, though she was not the kind to let it show. After the djinn dispelled his predecessor's work, Geralt confessed that he no longer felt towards her the way he once had. Hearts heavy, they returned to Caer Trold and then went their separate ways. Okay, hard times. Destination Skellige. Missing persons. Nameless. While talking to the inhabitants of Larvik, Geralt and Yennefer found out that Ciri had been in the village right before the Wild Hand had descended upon it. Geralt and Yennefer decided they had to find this craven, though they both knew there was little chance he would be alive when they did. The monster dwelling in Freya's garden did not take kindly to visitors. Geralt, an expert tracker, if there ever was one, had little trouble retracing Craven's footsteps. Putting the lie to his insulting nickname, Craven had bravely faced the monster in the garden, and, sad to say, was mortally wounded as a result. Feeling the life seep out of him, Craven found shelter in an underground chamber. That is where he died, and that is where Geralt found his body. This could have marked the end of the trail, and most certainly would have, dear reader, if not for Yennefer's determination. Oh no! I didn't drink a shot of Freya's firewater. Craven's reanimated corpse told Geralt and Yennefer about Ciri's stay on Hindarsfjall. She made a dramatic entrance, popping out of thin air in a narrow escape from some unknown danger. Exhausted and wounded, she was carried by a mysterious companion who then entrusted her into Craven's care. He took her home, where his family tended to her with warmth and kindness. For the first time in a very long while, Ciri had a moment to catch her breath and enjoy life's simple comforts. Sadly, she was not given long to savor these blissful moments. The Wild Hunt had caught Ciri's scent. Dark clouds gathered on the sky, puddles began to ice over, and the ruthless wraiths rode towards the village. Ciri knew she was in no shape to defeat her assailants. Craven, or rather Skjal, for that was the unfortunate lad's true name, decided to help her, putting his own life and honor at risk. Ciri raced off to drown Dead Rock, where she rejoined her masked companion. From what Skjal could see, the two got into some sort of quarrel, which the mysterious man ended by putting Ciri to sleep with a spell. He then set her down in a boat and sailed off with her into the thick fog blanketing the surrounding sea. Ciri had thus escaped the Wild Hunt once again. Skjal was less fortunate. The wraiths had wounded him and left him for dead, yet he had life in him still and fought his way back to consciousness. When his eyes opened, he saw he was lying on the beach near a boat, the very same vessel in which Ciri and her companion had sailed away the night before. Now it bore but a single, highly unusual passenger, the ugliest man in the world. Also, let's see if we have anything new here. Curious cases of virtuous Vega. Can there be such a thing as a virtuous whore? Vega asked herself this question every morning. And each morning swore she would prove to the world that practicing the world's oldest profession does not preclude value. Or virtue, rather. This determination augmented not only her own troubles, but also those of Gaspard de Bruyel, her mother's longtime friend who, as a personal favor, had hired Vega to work in his establishment, the Golden Garter. Poor Gaspard had to listen to the constant complaints of customers, who charged into his office in a huff about Vega's behavior, yet the girl clung firm to her principles and her ironclad drive to see them through. She would never perform with any lights lit, and would avert her gaze with a powerful blush upon catching sight of the male member. Gaspard's greatest headache, however, was the fact that virtuous Vega never ever accepted any payment for her services. I think I've read this before, right? Nothing. Thieves' Journal? Yeah. Yeah, I've read these. Why are they... All the maps? Why are they marked as unread then? Is it just like an extra menu for books here? Gonna mark all of them as read then. Alright, there we go. Characters. Skjal. Ciri encountered plenty of liars, scoundrels, and villains along her path, but luckily happened on some decent folk as well. Certainly worthy of being counted among the latter was Skjal, the young warrior from Lofoten. Initially, he and his family tended to Ciri's wounds, nursed her back to health. Then he helped her flee the Wild Hunt. In doing so, he sacrificed the thing Skellige's hold dearest, his honor. Accused of cowardice, he was forced to perform a heroic deed to clear his name. Sadly, he failed. Mortally wounded by a beast in an abandoned garden, he suffered a slow, painful, and lonely death. Uma. When Geralt encountered a misshapen midget at the Bloody Baron's court, he didn't think much of it. Yet when he heard a similarly deformed being had washed up on Skellige's shores, in the same boat in which Ciri and her mysterious companion had sailed off shortly prior, he connected the two at once. It was clear that this rough-hewn hunk of flesh was the key to finding Cirilla. And that's it, apparently. Okay, tutorial. We do have a new Elementa. Djinns. Vulnerable against Dameridium Bomb. And Elementa Oil. The pitcher emitted a puff of glowing red smoke. The smoke pulsated, then gathered into an irregular sphere, floating in front of a poet's head. The first longing, a tale fantastic in all ways. A djinn is a powerful air spirit, a condensation of the power of said element endowed with consciousness and character, the latter usually nasty. According to legend, djinns can grant even the most far-fetched wishes, though they do so begrudgingly. Unusually powerful mages can capture and tame these beings. A mage who succeeds in doing so can draw energy from such a spirit, using it to cast spells without having to summon the power from traditional sources. Only a handful have ever managed this feat, however, for djinns fight to avoid such a fate with stubborn determination. To imprison a djinn and bend it to one's will, one must first weaken it, and that is no easy task. Fighting djinns is extraordinarily difficult. They can fling off spells in an instant. that the most accomplished human mages could never master with years of preparation. What's more, by manipulating the element of air, they can summon gales, powerful storms, even hurricanes. Luckily, as magic beings, they are vulnerable to silver, yet steel will do them no harm. And that's... Oh, we also have the Ice Trolls entry, of course. Folderol and Quen, yeah. Winter's cold and deep. Frostbite eats your feet. Snow falls down and hides the ground, and ice trolls wake from sleep. Folk song heard in northern Catwin. Climbing to the top of snow-covered peaks is never a safe endeavor. One can slip and fall into a ravine, be buried in an avalanche, or stumble across ice trolls. Unlike the rock trolls found at lower altitudes, these permafrost-dwelling monsters treat every man they encounter as a possible ingredient for a tasty meal. And that's that, I think.